What's going on with y'all today, man? This video is about your intention, because your intention is very important. Some people have the argument to say, oh, it doesn't really matter about your intentions because at the end of the day, the end result is what really matters. But to give you an example, right? Let's just say like you have a close friend. You know what I'm saying? You got a close friend, or you're in a relationship with somebody and you naturally want the best for them. You're super loyal. You do things for their interests, and you're just an overall very good person to them. Sometimes, people will somehow just get the short end of the stick in that situation. Somehow that person that they're super good to might not be good to them, and in the end they might end up just doing something to mess you up in some way, even if you had the best intentions in the world. And that can happen, but I think the most important thing is about what you truly felt. Like, what was you really trying to do? If you had the right intention the whole time, the universe knows that, God knows that. And that's, some people believe in God, some people don't. But unless you're an atheist, you believe, in something, right? So I would say, if you had the best intentions at the end of the day, that's what matters, because you went in there with the right mindset and your heart was in the right place. So whatever happens after that, it happens, Sometimes it's not like you get rewarded for these things. You're not going to get rewarded for being a good person, But I think things align properly when you do the right things. When you do the right things, at some point in time, you're on a right path and you're doing the right thing. Things are gonna align for you the right way. I really had made this video though because speaking about intentions, I feel like it's very important, not even on a relationship or friendship level, but just in life. Like, to get deep with it, let's just say, God forbid, right? You got yourself in a murder trial. I know that's kind of left field from what I was just talking about, but just stay with me, right? You got into a murder trial, right? Your intentions is the difference between you doing first degree murder, which is like that gets you maximum amount of years. You doing second degree, which could get you some time, but it's not as much as the maximum. Then you getting third degree, which is like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, third degree is manslaughter. Like, that's a big difference. Your intentions, what you went in there, however you got in that situation, God forbid again, you got in that situation somehow, that's a big difference. Like, your intentions, even in the court of law, that's like, it's a big deal, because that's the difference between you know what I'm saying? Your life is on the line in that situation because of what? Your intention. To bring it down a notch though, not to that serious degree, I see a lot of people on the internet speaking about another thing with friendship, relationships, stuff like that. A big thing that I be seeing on the internet right now, I see a lot of people talk about a person who's like an older person dating somebody who's younger than them. And it's a big argument about, oh, if you date somebody X amount of years younger than you, then you're weird, and da 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 da. I don't care if this person is. I remember I seen like it's some celebrity. I think some guy named Boston Richie. I think he was with some girl who was 18 and he's like 27, something like that. That's like another thing that I feel like what you got to think about is, again, intentions, right? Because depending on this person, like, your intentions show a lot about a person's nature, right? Let's just talk about with this example, right? Let's just say this Boston Richie guy, right? If he had a history, again, I don't know him, I don't care about him, but we're just using him as an example, right? If he has a history of dating girls who's way younger than him, right? Let's just say he does, right? I would then say you could classify him as like, yo, this is kind of like, he's kind of weird, because why are you have a history of dating girls that's way younger than you, right? But I think it's different if not saying that his situation with this girl is good or not, right? I mean, she is 18, but I'm not really gonna get into that. But I'm just gonna say, like, if he met this girl somehow, right? Let's say he met this girl, she's of age, right? She's 18, 19, 20, whatever, right? He meets this girl, they build some type of connection or whatever. Let's say he's not in college, but we're gonna use somebody, let's not even say he's 27, let's just say he's 26, right? He's 26 and he meets they're both in college, an older guy he's 26, and let's say he meets a girl who's, let's say she's 21 or 22. So this 26-year-old meets this 21-year-old. She's a freshman and he's maybe like third year in college or whatever. They meet, they talk, they kind of get to know each other, and they enjoy each other's company, right? And this person, he don't have no history of I know I just switched from using Boston Richie and then using this whole imaginary person, but I'm just saying, like, pretty much what I'm trying to say is, if this person doesn't have a history of dating younger people and he just happened to meet a girl that's younger than him, I don't see that as, him being a weirdo, because it's kind of like, okay, his intentions, like I said, it goes back to intention. He met this girl, who's of age, by the way, again. He meets this girl, they build a connection, and they mess with each other. I don't really see a problem with that versus, if a person is, let's just say 27, 30, 35, somewhere, older age, and he has a history of messing with girls who are way younger than him, and they're of age, but it's such a big age gap, and he has a constant thing of, oh yeah, where's the girls who are barely legal at? I think that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And it all goes back to, again, intention. Like, I think that's the most important thing, because it's like, that shows how a person really is. Like, do they just like this girl because they like this girl and they enjoy her company, whatever they like about her? Or is it because of the fact they have this weird fetish for younger women? You know what I'm saying? That's how you can tell if a situation is real or not, or if a person, where their heart lies, because of their intention, how do they really feel going into the situation? What was their real true intention going into the situation? Another thing, I remember I was having a discussion with one of my mans, right? I was having a discussion, and we was talking about a friend. Like, he pretty much was trying to say, like, oh, if you date one of my exes or whatever, or you was with one of my exes, I wouldn't care, because at the end of the day, like, girls is gonna go after whoever they want to go after, and it shouldn't really bother you, because these girls is for everybody. Pretty much that was his, like, little his opinion on that. Like, yeah, bro, like, they're gonna do whatever, bro. We could share these girls. Like, I think he was capping. You know what I'm saying? I think he was capping the way how he was trying to, like, pretty much give off this attitude that, oh, it doesn't really matter. Like, these girls is for everybody. We could share them. I don't care. Da, 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 I don't got no feelings type thing. That's the type of vibe he was trying to give off. And yeah, his overall summary was, I was arguing with the fact that I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't talk to somebody that my friend used to talk to. And he pretty much was saying, like, yo, it doesn't really matter. That's in the past. If you wanted to do it, then you could do it. Don't really matter, da, da, da. But again, I'm going to use what this video is about. Intention, right? For me, which... I don't even think it was just about exes, but I think it was also about just people that a girl that he had talked to or whatever. Like, I don't even think it was his ex, but just a girl that he was, messing around with. For me, the way how I look at it, right? I personally, this is just what I believe in. I wouldn't go out of my way to try to talk to one of my friends, ex or girl that they used to deal with. Like, I wouldn't go on Instagram and then search up their, try to DM them, search up their username, try to DM them like, oh, I know you used to talk to my man. Let me try to go, try to go talk to you. For me, what I would do, or how I would go about a situation like that, for me, it would be different if, like, let's say, for example, you was at a party. This is what I told him. Like, you was at a party and some girl, you met up with some girl or whatever, or you seen some girl at a party and y'all start talking randomly. You seen them at this party randomly. Y'all start talking randomly, and come to find out this girl was a girl that your friend used to talk to. Number one, I would ask him about it. Like, yo, you know this girl, such and such. Yeah, like, she was at this party. We was kind of vibing. I would probably tell him about it, first of all, before I would even act. And if he really didn't care, then, by all means, do whatever you want to do. But the difference is, if you see the difference between these two situations, like, I wouldn't go out of my way and intentionally talk to one of my man's old girlfriends or girls that he used to deal with, because I find that weird to go out of your way to try to, like, oh, I'm trying to go out of my way and find them, versus if it just happened to happen, then, you know what I'm saying? And first of all, even if it was, I would have still talked to them about it first out of respect. But that's the difference, again, your intentions. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between where your character is. Because I personally wouldn't go and I wouldn't do no sneaky stuff behind their back and try to do it, or go out of my way to try to talk to somebody that my friend used to deal with. If it kind of just, in a way, and exes, like, somebody that they really cared about is kind of a different story versus somebody that they just dealt with a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of two different things. But I'm just saying, again, even with a situation like this, your intention shows what type of person you are. It shows your respect level. It shows, it shows different things with just the way how you go about things, and where your heart was in that situation. What was you thinking at that time when you did this? That's the difference between a lot of things in life, just in general, with people, social situations. Your intentions means a lot. And I'm not even talking about on no karma level or whether you believe in that or not. I'm just saying, when your heart is in the right place, your mind is in the right place, and we're not always going to do the right things, but I'm just saying, when 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, if you're doing stuff the right way, you're more than likely to get the right results. If you overall are doing things you got good intentions, the other stuff, whatever happens in that situation, whatever happens, some things out of your control. But if you have the right intentions, I think that's a good way to move around. This video is a little bit, I feel like it's a little bit all over the place, as far as like what I'm kind of talking about a bunch of different topics in one, but hopefully you get the message of what I'm trying to say. Like, your intentions are very important. That's all I'm saying. For many different situations, you got to look at a person's intentions to see how they really are as a person. You could tell a lot from a person from their intentions. So that's all I want to, say with that. Remember that. Like, because I think it's something you could really live by. A person's intentions is you could see their true nature by their intentions. But that's all I got to say for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.